Hello everyone, Mate Sipper here on this beautiful Sunday morning. Alright, let's start the day off right by checking our Rachel Ray for the day, see what our recipe is. Radish salad. Nothing like a fresh peppery radish. It reminds me of the late spring. My mother would slice up our fresh radishes and serve them on grainy bread with a little salt and pepper. Ah, those were the days. I digress. Now watch closely. You learned how to cook radish salad. Nice. I have never really been a fan of radishes. Oh, hey Demetrius. I'll continue that thought in a second. Hi Mate. I have some good news for you. A few days ago I made a breakthrough in my research on the local environment. I'll spare you the technical details and get to the point. You know that empty cave over there in the cliffs? Well, I have a way to turn it into something useful for both of us. I'd like to set the cave up to attract some local species. That way I can observe them in a more controlled environment, and you can harvest whatever products they produce. I can either set up the cave to attract mushrooms or bats. The bats will leave fruit in the caves, and the mushrooms obviously just pop out of, well, the ground. Which would we prefer? So I always go mushrooms. They actually changed how the cave works, and so these only produce every other day now. They used to produce every day, making it much better. I don't know if they made the bats actually bring fruit that actually matters more often now, but in the way of tradition, I'm just gonna keep doing mushrooms. Alrighty, I'll go set it up for you right now. It shouldn't take any time at all. Thanks for letting me do this. Sure thing, dude. I wasn't using the mushroom area. Alright, so right here we're gonna have a cut, and I will get back to you after I have my entire field area watered and my inventory sorted out. So I will see you in a minute. And welcome back everyone. This is kind of the inventory I settled on. The only thing that I'm going to change is I'm going to get some more copper ingots for my pickaxe. And we're going to get the pickaxe upgraded today. I think I'll read this book really quick. Nice. So let's get that set aside. And I was going over the silhouettes in the collections when you saw one of those, you saw one of those, that, and one of these. That should be everything that we need to sell that way for the summit. So let's head on into Pierre's, see how much it's going to cost us to get those trees. So as I said, I was leaning really heavily towards getting an apple tree, because in my mind that made perfect sense. Amethyst. I'll accept this. I don't know if we're going to get to it. My goal today is actually going to be clear up just a ton of land so we can get the area ready for the orchard. Alright, let's start by offloading these strawberries, and the potatoes, and the parsnips. So I set aside one of those gold star parsnips. We don't have to worry about that. And we have, one sec here. Alright, we have 7 days. So what we're going to do is we're going to get 50 potato seeds. And let's take a look here. We'll get an apple sapling in the ground. And I'm really leaning towards either a peach or a pomegranate, because pomegranate's a fall one, but peach is summer. And that would leave just enough for our upgrade. Because like, yeah, we could get these spring crops and they'd just be ready for next year, which isn't a big blow to anything. Oh man, I'm kind of on the fence. Yeah, let's get a... Well, if I get this, 6,000. Alright, you know what? This is going to seem kind of odd. What we're going to do is we're going to go get our we're gonna head down to the southern part, and we're gonna talk to the traveling cart first, see what they have, head back to the farm, clear a small area of the rocks. That way we can get over to Clint's, get the pickaxe upgraded so we can have access to it on Tuesday, which would be the 23rd. And after that, hopefully we can live in peace and tranquility, I guess. Let's see, do you have anything that made it worth coming over here? I mean, so we could get that, but there's not really a benefit to getting that right now. The only reason I'd buy this is if for some reason I didn't want to try to catch it in the ocean, because it doesn't matter the star level when you throw it in a fish pond. So he had absolutely nothing. There was no benefit to me coming over here. So yeah, let's move on to the second phase of our master plan, and that is clear up some of these rocks. I don't know what we're going to talk about today, but hopefully it's nothing that I have to redact out like that last like that last video. I am sorry, I don't know, I get off on tangents and I start talking and I don't know how to shut up, I guess. So yeah, I kind of want to put our orchard here, or at least a few of the trees. For our orchard here, let me double check this. Yeah, this is perfect right here. Clear you for a second. And let me look at the map again. Yeah, because there's like this big area here, but I kind of want to put it here. So if this is all the rocks, oh nope, there's one there. All right. So now we gotta get over to Clinty Poo's. And I don't remember if he's one of the guys that closed early. Yeah, we need to get over there as soon as possible and get that done. From there, should be able to pick up some stuff at Pierre's and hopefully finish off our day strong. But yeah, so sorry today's not really going to be the most productive of days. I'm just trying to get everything set up for the... Oh my gosh, excuse me, Mayor. I thought there's a base behind you. Yeah, I just want to get everything kind of set up. Also, the booksellers here, I don't have the money I want to buy the book. We'll go and check him out after I deal with Clint down here. So Clint's doing today. Alright, Clint, I need you to upgrade my pickaxe. Thanks, dude. I will be back that day, and I will be grabbing that as soon as I can. Of all the tools, I think my pickaxe is probably my favorite. Definitely has a lot of potential to make you a lot of money later on in the game. Right now, more useful just to kind of get down deeper. So there's a few books that are always gonna be in here, and oh no, don't tempt me with that. Don't tempt me with that. This thing is so useful to me. I'm gonna wait until I have more money to throw away. But I really want this book. This book makes you walk faster, and then there's a part 2 that comes out after this one. And this book here. These are my two favorite. Like this, the book after it, and this book here are by far my favorite books. Slither Legs makes it so you walk through the, the grass quicker, and your crops, so you don't have to use the horse, which can be useful. Oops, sorry, George. I didn't mean to cut you off on your way out of the church building. All right, Pierre. I hope you treat Carolyn to a nice dinner tonight, because I'm going to give you $6 grand. I really wouldn't mind getting an orange sapling because it's something that Gus likes, but you know what? I've made my decision. We've done it. We got our peach, we got our apples. We didn't say hi to Jody. Let's say hi to the mayor. I've been the mayor of Pelican Town for over 20 years. No one ever runs against me when it's time for an election. I like to think that that means I'm doing my job well. I like being mayor. Well, good for you, Mr. Lewis. There's a very interesting thing we will uncover about Mr. Lewis a little bit later on. Don't confuse Mr. Ringo Lewis with Huey Lewis. Some of their famous hits, like, oh my gosh, where are my potatoes? No, that's not one of their hits. Like The Power of Love from the amazing movie Back to the Future. Well, I liked it. I don't know how hip and fun that movie is with the kids nowadays, I guess. No, I was not alive when that movie came out, but I do enjoy that movie. It's a really good movie. So, yeah, the second one was a little... Well, I'm not going to say it was questionable. It was good in its own right. Definitely not my favorite. But... I feel like the Elfo from Disenchantment, who's like, I like war, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. That's how I feel about Back to the Future 2. Is I like Back to the Future 2, but I wouldn't say that it was my favorite. You know, like, it was good as far as like a duology of movies can go. But I would not say that it was necessarily my favorite. The other advantage with clearing these trees that we're going to get today is we're going to get a lot of these nuts, which we'll be able to use to make the like the granola bars that I haven't made since, I think, day 1. Oh, maybe day 2 on the farm. But yeah, because those things are... They're not the best item in the game, but man, they're very useful. They're very handy to have in a pinch. With how cheap they are to make, it's... You know, give that one last whack. I really shouldn't be doing that. I don't have a reason to risk collapsing, I guess, out here. Put you there, put you there. Probably eat that. I need to sell that, so I'm gonna eat that. Well, if I have to, but I'd prefer not to. Oops. Oh man, there's one more rock here. Well, guess I'll have to come back and do that another time. The seaweed, get a few more whacks with our axe here. So for those of you who don't know, if you want your tree to fall a certain way, but you have to attack it head on, pick the opposite side of where you want it to fall to. That you put your mouse, and it will fall the way you intend it to. It's very useful for if you're chopping near water, I guess. Wow, I really should have brought my sword over here. I'm driving someone crazy with whacking all those bushes with, oops, my axe. Yeah, it kind of sucks that that thing got through. But oh well. Alright, let's go grab our sword. Start working our way through that, and then we might just do some general cleanup today on the farm. I don't think that that's a bad idea, honestly. Because to be honest with you, it's been... I've kind of let my lawn get out of hand here. Another movie from the 80s. You gotta cut your lawn. It's starting to look like the Amazon from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Actually, that one might have been from Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. It's been such a long time since I've seen those two movies. Another good set of movies from the 80s that are just really good. I'm gonna put that there. Back you up. So you can't plant like in that area or here, but if I plant there, these should grow. They need like a quality sprinkler range around them. They're kind of picky in this game. It's kind of annoying. And if anything sprouts up in that general area, tomorrow we'll get a message that says that your tree was not able to grow last night. And that's why I wanted to get it in the ground this week. I know that with the change of seasons, summer, we're going to have to deal with that message coming up. So we're probably going to get some unwanted debris over there. But you never know, we might get lucky. I would be surprised, but we might. Oh my gosh. Alright, scythe. I think the next big thing we need to start working on is probably getting that silo established. When we get the silo done, we'll be able to start cutting back some of this grass. And that'll really... Come on. I thought I wanted to break that rock. So you can actually break things without a tool, but it does use energy, and it's really slow. I don't know if rocks are one of them, but I know like if you box yourself in with a chest, you can actually use the chest. You can hit the chest and like break it with your fists. Just kind of interesting, but it's good that they added that. Makes it really difficult to get kind of like trapped. There are a few places. Oh my gosh, I need to really pay attention to myself. There are a few places that it is possible to get trapped, but in order to do that, you have to kind of break the game. And well, you don't have to break the game, but what you have to do is you have to use a glitch that's been in the games for a very long time, and I don't know if I'll ever take it out. I kind of hope they don't, because it's just funny. And for those of you who have played the game, if you look it up, it's called the sword glitch. But the sword glitch lets you do some pretty funny things, like walk into walls, or get into areas you're not supposed to get into. I'm trying to think of some of the practical uses for it, because I know that there are some, but I can't remember. The reason I use it occasionally is just as kind of like a visual thing to throw people off. It looks so funny. There's a building you unlock in the summer called the hot tub or the sauna or the baths. I don't know what you want to call it, but it has like a workout room in it. And if you use the sword glitch, you can actually walk on top of the water. Yeah, we'll make one more iron bar. My brain got a little confused there when I saw I didn't have 10 of those. I'll have to go get some more of those in a couple of days once we get our pickaxe back. And yeah, so this was kind of an interesting day. It was more of a preparation day for what we have going on tomorrow. But at least we were able to check the cart and make sure they didn't have any of the red cabbage. Let's see what the weather is. I don't think I checked that today. Beautiful and sunny. Alright, well. So with that, let's see if we leveled up. I don't think we did. If we did, it would be in foraging, because no way we got enough coal to level up in mining. But yeah, with that, we're going to head to bed for the night. Let's see what we made out with in our small amount that we sold for the the ascension to the summit. And with that, this has been Mate Sipper. Signing off. Bye.